Is it possible for a failed video game to make a comeback? It's a rare feat to be sure, but today we're going to look at Godfall Ultimate Edition as a case study and break it down to see if it manages just such a feat after its disastrous launch. Unfortunately, sometimes games just fail. Just like movies and television shows, sometimes they miss their mark and do not please the audience as much as they would have liked. This was the case with a game called Godfall. It's an action role-playing game that was developed by Counterplay Games and published by Gearbox Publishing. It received mixed and average reviews and, well, it flopped hard. Furthermore, it was one of the first releases on the PlayStation 5, but released for PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Windows as well. Godfall Ultimate Edition is the response to the flop that was Godfall. It released on April 7, 2022, and brings Godfall to the Xbox Series S, Series X, and Xbox One as well. Although they put significant effort into Godfall, it just seemed to miss the mark with players. It wasn't necessarily a bad game, but received only mixed and average reviews that really were less than stellar. We're talking an average score of 59 for the Windows version and 61 for the PlayStation 5 according to Metacritic. Godfall it just wasn't great. Maybe it needed more time and a bigger team. We're not really sure, but it definitely didn't hit the mark on the market. Sorry to say, but this game was just a major flop concerning sales as well. They addressed a lot of the main concerns of the original release in Godfall Ultimate Edition. They brought a greater focus to endgame content and reduced a lot of the grind that it took to get there. Not only that, but they also ended the console exclusivity that initially existed, being locked to the PlayStation family of consoles. Now, Godfall Ultimate Edition brings a release to the Xbox family as well. They also included all the content without need to concern yourself with which edition to buy so that you could play everything. Needless to say, the devs and the rest of the team really put a lot of thought into this new release. Yeah, even after all their efforts and work, Godfall Ultimate Edition is still receiving mixed user reviews. A 6 out of 10 from Gaming Intel plus overall mixed reviews on Steam make this game a continued flop. They were aiming for an astounding AAA title, but they flopped right from the get-go. Instead of letting the title go, though, the team chose to continue their efforts on their failed title in an attempt to bring it back. This does not seem to have gone well for them, as they're still getting less than favorable reviews. We're genuinely sorry to see this happen, but perhaps it's time the team moves on to a new project. Well, our answer, maybe, if it's done right. Counterplay Games and Gearbox Publishing really tried to bring Godfall back to the standings they would like it to be at, but they were still met with mixed reviews on Godfall Ultimate Edition. It's really unfortunate, as that team worked so hard to bring this game to the standings they wanted to see it at. They just continued to fall short. It's a dangerous and slippery slope to continue work on a game that isn't doing well, and not only that, it costs a lot of money and time. But that is not to say that it can't be worth the effort. In this case of Godfall Ultimate Edition, though, perhaps they should not have done it at all. Sorry, Counterplay Games and Gearbox Publishing, your game is just still missing the mark among players. We were rooting for something better for you, but it just didn't happen. You're gonna have to learn from these experiences to create something better next time. So, unfortunately, Godfall still looks to be a work in progress and will not be joining No Man's Sky and Final Fantasy XIV. Yet. What has been your favorite video game comeback story? Let us know in the comments, but remember to always be kind. I'm Mike Golchinski, and I'll see you in the next video.